Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. As you can see, England jersey on. Today is England, so make sure you're following me on Twitch. I'll be doing a watch along for Czech Republic versus England, although I have seen the leaked England lineup and I'm not thoroughly excited. So yeah, we'll see how it goes down, but hopes are clearly a little bit grim at the moment. Anyway, we'll see. Hopefully England actually perform and Southgate gets his head out of his backside and does something good. Anyway, we'll see what goes down. I've got a good video for you today. A load of talking points to get through, but before we get into the Chelsea news, I need to let you guys know that I have done something that a few of you have requested. Yes, I have started a Reddit page. You guys have a Reddit page now. This is it in all its glory. It's Younes Talks Football on Reddit, so feel free to become a member. Let's try and get the number up to, what, 1,000 members? Let's try and hit 1,000. We're about to hit 100, and I only launched it last night. So, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of things with this Reddit. So make sure you're following. You can leave all your posts and anything that you want in relation to myself, any other content creators, or Chelsea football as a whole. Make sure you leave your posts on the Reddit. And what I am going to be doing is every week you're going to get a Reddit video where I'm going to go through all of your posts, the best ones, not all of them, the best ones. So, yeah, we're going to go through all of them, have some banter, have some fun, let loose a little bit, and see what you guys have for me. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hilarious, but make sure you're following the rules of the Reddit page. You can find it on the right-hand side of the page, and make sure you make your posts good, make them funny, make them creative, make them entertaining, and keep them relevant, please. Much appreciated. Thank you all so much. Get posting. Now, let's get into the news. Let's get into what is popping down. And I've got an update to do with Hakimi. Yes, we have a Hakimi update today. It's nothing too drastic, nothing too crazy, but we got an update. Check this out. Chelsea are offering 55 million euros plus Marcos Alonso for Hakimi. Inter Milan are hoping to close a deal with the Blues. It remains to be seen who Inter will sell Hakimi to. And we got another update saying Hakimi's agent, Alejandro Camano, is expected in Milan this week to discuss his client's future at Inter Milan amid interest from Chelsea and PSG. Those two reports have come from Corriere dello Sport, and that's in Italy, of course. Now, that's an update, but it's not much of an update. It's just told us exactly what we knew that Chelsea were going to do in the first place, which is put a bid of money plus Marcos Alonso. It seems like, based on yesterday's news from Fabrizio Romano, that Chelsea haven't actually launched a bid yet. PSG are about to do so, though. And Chelsea are still just talking with Hakimi's agent. Now, what I think is going to happen here, despite Corriere dello Sport giving us that update in relation to a bid, I don't think Chelsea are going to launch a bid until PSG does. I think Marina, or Chelsea, whoever, I think Marina, is going to wait to see what PSG put on the table. Once we know what PSG have put on the table, we will then up it and launch a bid. And I truly believe that there's a limit on this. I truly think that if PSG launched a bid, for example, let's say 70 million euros, right? Chelsea would then look to up that bid, maybe 60 million plus Marcos Alonso, or in this case 55 million plus Alonso, does come to a lot more than 70 million euros as a whole package. So that is a higher bid than PSG. I truly think it would reach a point that if PSG then come with a counter bid on top of that, Chelsea will probably stop. I don't see Chelsea going above, if I'm being completely honest, 70 million euros plus Marcos Alonso. They won't go above it. They just won't. I think rightfully so, because Hakimi isn't worth that much. Let's have it right. Yes, 80 million euros comes to about 65, near to 70 million pounds. Cool. That's the limit, surely. He's not a £100 million player. He's just not. So I think Chelsea will probably not hesitate. They'll play the card, but if PSG do up it, then I think Chelsea will probably pull out. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in relation to Hakimi. But this is, I think, going to drag out for the next few days at least. So we'll see what goes down. Now, let's get to other stories. Some other stories which are very interesting. This one isn't so good. This one is to do with Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell. Let's check this out. Petr Cech on Ben Chilwell and Mason Mount isolating. It is incomprehensible. And now this is an explanation to Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell being told to isolate. Let's check exactly what Petr Cech has said. He said on Instagram, "Please, could someone help me understand how is it possible Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell, both with negative tests, have to isolate after they got in contact with Billy Gilmour, while the entire Scottish team, who shared the dressing room, hotel, coach and plane while travelling, dining room, meeting room, is allowed to play the game without any problems because they returned the required negative tests? What is the difference between them returning the same test results? It is incomprehensible." That is from Petr Cech himself. Let me just give you guys exactly what has gone down, because a lot of people haven't actually bothered to try and find out the facts. And I see this everywhere in relation to this issue. A lot of people just listen to what they're told by Boris and by Mr. Matt Hancock and all those idiots in power. Let me bring it down. Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, the England team, were advised by Public Health England. Public Health England are the body that runs the NHS, right? The government body that runs the NHS. Public Health England. The Scotland team are not advised by Public Health England. The Scotland team and any Scottish institution or organisation or body are advised and consulted by Public Health Scotland. Two different things. Public Health Scotland, Public Health England. They're not the same. One's in Scotland, one's in England. Public Health England consulted the England team and told them that Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell were required to isolate because they came into very close contact with Billy Gilmour, who had tested positive. Public Health Scotland have not said a thing to the Scottish national team. So they've just let them be. England have been consulted by Public Health England, and then England themselves, Gareth Southgate and the whole team, took the advice and decided to go along with it and isolate Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell. That is what's happened. So don't start, just for those that are throwing blame at, any of the players, or throwing blame at UEFA, or throwing blame at the Euros. Like, no. You want to put your blame on someone? Put your blame on Public Health England, because they're the ones that flipping told the England team that these two had to isolate. Public Health Scotland haven't said a thing. As far as I'm concerned with all of this, I didn't want to go in depth about all of this, but look, as far as I'm concerned, we have seen contradiction after contradiction after contradiction after contradiction throughout all of this madness to do with COVID rules and restrictions for the past year. Yes, for the first 2-3 months, everyone was pretty much on the same page. Now we've started to see loopholes through it all, cracks through the system, cracks through all the narrative, and it's clear to see contradiction after contradiction after contradiction. This is not new. It's just new because it's hit the football world, and all of a sudden now we're seeing players that we know and we love being affected. But this is not new. This has been happening for months on end, and as I've said, I've seen it for just over a year now. So I'm not surprised that this is the sort of thing that's going down. Petr Cech in what he has said is completely right. But even so, you go into the testing and you go into how testing's done and PCR tests and lateral flow tests, and if you do a little bit of research, you find that it's completely irrelevant to actually finding a diagnosis for a virus or a disease. So you can go and do your own sort of research and all of that. As far as I'm concerned, all of this is a farce. It's farcical. Why these two have been told to isolate, I don't know. Anyway, we move on to the last piece of news in relation to pre-season friendlies. And it's nice that Chelsea are giving opportunities to two small London clubs. Very, very nice to, that we're giving them the opportunity to take part in pre-season with us and try and take on the big boys, us European champions. Let's check it out. Let's see which two small London teams it is. Official, Chelsea will play a mini pre-season against Arsenal and Tottenham. Yeah. Arsenal versus Chelsea, Sunday 1st of August at the Emirates, 3 PM kickoff. Chelsea versus Tottenham, Wednesday the 4th of August, Stamford Bridge, 7:45. And Tottenham versus Arsenal, Sunday the 8th of August, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 2 PM kickoff. That is our pre-season tournament, taking place in early August, just before the season starts, and just before Chelsea go to play the UEFA Super Cup. I was kidding about the small London clubs, but anyway, this is for a good initiative. All three teams have come together to take part in this pre-season schedule. It's not a tournament, but schedule for a mental health charity, Mind, if I'm not mistaken, but a mental health charity these three clubs have come together to try and raise some funds for. So it's very nice. It's a nice initiative. But yeah, I'm thoroughly expecting Chelsea to win the 2 games. Simple as that. We'll see what goes down though, but this is good preparation. So when we go to the Super Cup, we play that game, we come back and we get ready for the Premier League season and go all guns blazing. Let's see what goes down. Now, that's the latest with Chelsea FC. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below in relation to the whole thing with Hakimi and the bids, and how do you think it's going to go down. Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell, Petr Cech's Instagram post. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. And also the pre-season friendlies and us playing Arsenal and Tottenham. Let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Don't forget to check out my Reddit page. I'll leave a link in the description. That's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you follow. Make sure you become a member. It's free, so don't worry. Become a member on Reddit and then make your posts good. I'm looking forward to them. Weekly Reddit videos coming to Younes Talks Football. This is going to be fun. Anyway, and make sure you're following me on Twitch. I'm doing a watch-along for Czech Republic versus England later on, so make sure you're there for that one, and then I'll give you a match review on here. So I'll see all of you then. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. See you later. Take care, and peace.